Welcome. Carlos. Carlos A. Great job on this picture. I absolutely love it. It's amazing. So you guys, stick with this video. It's a long one. I promise you, you will learn a lot if you just watch the whole video. I gain nothing by you being here the whole time, except that I just want you to be. I love you guys. I get hit by a stick. You can see it literally on camera. The thing just comes and hits me and then bounces off of me. I'm just standing still when it happens. I go up behind this dog man. I clearly show you where they were when I filmed them in a few videos ago. And if you don't know what that is, you can go back. It's Dogman on video, Clan on video, or something like that, like a week or two ago. Watch this video really quick, and then I'll start talking again. So off topic a little bit. Of course, but why not? So I just talked to that guy for about 10 minutes because I love his motorcycle. His is that one right there. It's a BMW Bagger. K1600 BMW Bagger. Most of them are Harleys, and they're all black guys. It's so cool. So I was like, so I'm talking to this guy, and I'm feeling really comfortable. So I'm like, is it all black guys? And he's like, oh no, we got a white guy. I was like, you got one? I was like, what's he doing here? He pointed at him. I'm like, what's he doing here? You know, like I'm black. I like to pretend like I'm black. You know, when I'm around the black guys. These guys are so cool. I am so jealous right now. I really am. Envious maybe is more the word. I'm so envious of these. It is the nicest day you could imagine. It's just beautiful outside, and these guys all have brand new bikes. Sorry. I'm so jealous. I am jealous. I'm so jealous. You know, because this is one of the things that I got to give up. You know, to do this, I can't have Patreon and then all of a sudden I'm driving around a new Harley. You know what I mean? Not that Patreon would pay for that anyway. But you know what I mean. So I think it's part of. I don't care if you were, you know, what you're being supported for. If it's anything, you could be a flower picker and you do it so you do it good and people want to help you. You know, I think there's a certain responsibility that comes with people supporting you in whatever you do, and you have to be responsible with that. And not that there's like any money there, but I'm just saying hypothetically, you know, if there ever was, you can't just buy things. You know, people are helping you to enabling you to do what you do. So I never forget that. I'm very thankful, and I just wanted to tell you guys this. And you know, as much as that could corrupt me forever, like, Mark, look, your $100,000 job is just waiting, and you could be hanging out with all these dudes on the bikes and just going for the sickest ride into the mountains. But I love you guys, and I love this too much. Over and out. All right. I just wanted to throw that in because I really was just so envious of the day they were having. They had just driven 2.5 hours from Denver. And what a great bunch of guys. I mean, the conversations alone were just amazing with these guys. They were all professional somethings. You could tell they were very, very bright and just having this amazing day. Anyway, you guys stick with this video. It is a long one. I'm not even done with it. I'm doing this recording before I'm even done, and I think I'm at 2 hours. But I won't waste your time. If you watch these whole videos, it'll really start to come into play. You really start to understand what's happening here and how I do this. I am waiting to get to some of my best places, and these 2 new Bigfoot worlds I have are absolutely amazing to tie me over until I can get to some of these other places. Stick with this video. Even if you're the most seasoned veteran, I promise you'll learn something. You guys, I hope everyone is okay, and here we go. It's a stump. It looked like one even from way back here. But those are the things you got to check because they trick you. How are people not understanding that you're not as smart as them out here? This is their environment. You know, if you're in New York City, that's your environment. I'll bet you can order Chinese food way better than they can. Really cool going up the hill. See this log, how it's completely sideways. You guys, I'm just starting. Look how steep it is. and everything. Just like only where they are is it like this, sideways. And it's perfect. It's like it's literally a telephone pole. Is what it seems like. Look. That's cool. Sideways. And then underneath it's weird. It's not just that maybe a hurricane blew it that we've never had here in 1,000 years, blew it over sideways. But then they wouldn't do all the stuff near it. Here's the other thing. Below that one sideways, I got pine cone eating, lots of it. Not like the piles I usually show you, but enough. And here, I have pine cone eating. Here's the trick. Squirrels do it too, but the squirrel ones are these little tiny piles, and they sit on top of places like this, and there's this little pile on top, and that's it. They don't make accumulating giant piles in the same spot. Use your common sense for that. Okay, back for you here. Look at this. It's not like mind-blowing structures. I hope they're up top. This is way low. I'm at 1,500 feet lower than where things get really good for me. You know what I mean? Like, I had a great day the last video, but where I can show you a structure and you'll be like, oh my God. Look, check it out. I say it for hundreds of videos, okay? I'm whining today. I've shown you how they do it sideways. Look how steep it is now. On the most dramatic of hills. Check this out. Where is it? Oh yeah. Look at that. All the way sideways. Field gold and wedged. That's cool. Other stuff going uphill. No noises, no nothing yet. Uphill. It's the kind of thing you want to look for, you guys. It's very simple. Your brain will, if you don't know about the subject, will immediately default to some kind of rational explanation. Wouldn't think much of that later, would you? Except at the top, it's a trident. And look at the two being bent into it. Yes. This is good. This hill is brutal. Right here, it just goes straight up. You know, these are the places you want to go. This is how you want to go where no human has ever been before. And this is that type of place. It takes a long time to get to where you can even begin to walk into here, navigating through all kinds of forest. And then no one would ever walk through this. And up there, they just would never. But they never could get here anyway. You have to understand, don't think in your knowledge base. Think about where I am. It's the vastest, some of the most vast wilderness in the United States, in Colorado. It's just amazing. There's a walkway here, sideways. It's all rocks. You can see they've even been moved out of there because from things stepping on them, right? How do I know this? Teepee structure on a 60-degree angle. That's how I know it. Trees leaning up to it. It's a teepee. Look, connects to the teepee structure. Right there. Why am I showing you this like I always do? Because of this hill, and then I found the Bigfoot walkway. Sasquatch Highway, I call it. Look at this one going uphill. How could that happen? It goes uphill, bends, and then it's pinched. Something I don't really see hardly ever. It's literally pinched like that. We're in the right spot. Leaner uphill, leaner downhill. Teepee structure. Little spot. Walkway. Looks like a perch right here. Who sits? Oh yeah, there's a perch there. There's one there. Oh look, there's one there. They haven't sat here in a while. He sits right here. Just like this, you can never see. And this is exactly where I filmed. Well, I was over 100 yards, but I was down there looking up and he was sitting in a spot just like this. Here goes that bird. It never stops. Beep, beep, beep. I'd love to sit in their seats. Give me a sec. Hey, sorry for the interruption. Fun fact for you. So these blinds, these sideways blinds, they put them in front of their seats because most people would just never think about this. From a distance, so say if you were way at the bottom of that hill and you look up, that blind will block almost your whole view from a distance. The further away, the more it blocks. Oh good, this battery's somehow charged all the way, thank goodness. Okay, look. Yes, thank goodness. Whatever that is, thank that person. Those people. The goodness people. Can you thank them? Look, I'm at the TP. I'm sitting in this perch. Can you see me? I don't know if you can see me. Look, I don't like putting myself on the camera, but I just want to show you. Like, it's this perfectly round seat. There's one right there. I think there used to be one right there, and there's definitely one right there. And I don't think they sat in them yet this year. Like, if they did, they were very careful. And here's where they sit. And down there is the gift. You can't even see. Like, but you know, they know. And then right here, nothing could ever see them. Especially because, you know, they just use their magic because of this thing. And they attach to it. I believe, is that an X too? I mean, it's amazing. Yes, look how this one comes down and touches that one. Okay? I'm showing you these because this is really cool. And then, of course, that goes that way, right? This goes touching my knee, goes all the way out that way. And then these go up the hill. This is a small little spot. It's very rare for me to find little perches on a teepee on the slopes. I find some of the most amazing structures, complex structures like with geometry and stuff, on slopes, but not a teepee structure where they sit. That's really cool. Or where they used to sit. I really can't say because I don't have any evidence here, like recent evidence on the ground at all. I can see where they walk over here all the time. There was, you know, maybe not this year, but there was rocks, you know, from where he's going uphill, and like we could tell he steps on the rocks on this little Sasquatch highway. All I know is that's a seat. Look, it's boxed in behind a teepee structure. And how many times have we filmed them already? You guys, I filmed, which everyone's calling a dogman. You can see him, and the best part is there's other creatures with him, so it's not just the one, you know. It's really cool. And we're heading that way now. Right here, you guys. I just saw, I saw him, and now the Jays got here at the same exact. Look, let me show you in a second. Hold on a second. I just got the camera in my chest. The Jay is right there. He came in, right next to me, and then he flew back up there. Remember the picture of I've shown you 100 videos with me communicating with the birds, okay, where they land on my shoulder or right next to me on a tree and whistle with me. Or whistle to me from a distance. And this is the Sasquatch highway, believe it or not. Here's where they walk, right there. That's how they walk. That's why you don't see footprints too much. I'm going to show you some stuff in a second. Oh man, they are waiting for me. I think. I don't know. You know, you got to remember, I use my imagination on this, but I think there's a lot of things going on around me right now. Like, there's a whole situation that humans can't be aware of unless they were made aware of it. Remember, it's all, you only believe what your brain tells you. Look at this. Look at this, you guys. This is on, again, I'm on the steepest hill. It's crazy steep, right? This tree did not, I love saying this, did not come from here. Look, straight up the hill. Look how they wedged it so it's like parallel with the ground. It's perfectly parallel, in a sense. It's parallel with the ground. So they have it sloped exactly. And look how they're holding it up. That goes all the way down there, and it's covered at the end with like a little pine branch. Look at this. You guys, I know what you look like. Why? I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. People are going to yell at me now, but I don't care. Because I'm yelling at them. I know your face. I saw you the other day. You could just come over here. It's okay. Here's the Jay. He just flew in right above me as I'm yelling. He's right there. I don't know if you can see him, but he's right in that tree. Everything's sideways. There's no way. Look. Everything's sideways or going uphill. You guys, all the birds are coming in. They control the birds, okay? I have picture video evidence of them controlling the bird while he was 1 foot from my head. He's right there. Let's see if it's a jay. I think, oh, maybe that's not a jay. Looks like a cardinal. Because I haven't got any whistles yet. Oh, it's like a blue something? Blue cardinal? Oh, he's so pretty. I don't think he has anything to do with these guys. You know why? Because I've never seen it before. There's two of them. Another one just landed with them. Okay, so it wasn't a jay. He came in right above me, you know, and I couldn't really see. He was going through the thing, and the way his wings, when their wings are flapping, it looks just like a jay, like a regular mountain jay. So I guess it's the same family, because they're so pretty. I'll put some of those pictures in. I know, like I said, bear with me. The people that are really with me, you know, they have to see some, you know, multiple pictures here and there and stuff, and I really appreciate them revisiting some of those. But it's worth it because, believe it or not, you see stuff that you didn't before. Happens to me all the time in some of my best pictures. Look at this. I see a cut below me. It doesn't look normal though. It would have to be a fire jumper. Look at that, another one, field gold uphill. The ones when you get, so that's just for you, just so you guys know, because Colorado's famous for forest fires. So if you're ever deep in a forest where you know no one was cutting chainsaw, like cutting wood for a fire, you know, like a camper, you know it was the jumpers. I was out here and the jumpers were lost. I met the boss. He was all over the place looking for them. I was way out in the middle of nowhere. I couldn't believe I saw this guy and I'm like, what's up? Because he's on the road just honking. I thought like there was some emergency with like where my truck was or something. It took me like a long time to get to him. I think I filmed it. And he's like, I lost my guys. These birds won't leave me. Look at this uphill. You can see, I don't have to tell you guys. I'm done telling you because you already know. Look at that. Look at the sideways. It's amazing. You can see the geometry. You can see the, you know, their system. How that's held up at the end is amazing. Remember, always off the ground. Symmetrical X. Check it out now. Funk soul brother, right about now. Sorry. I was gonna start the video with check this out. And it just made me sing that song. Place to stand or sit. Blatant as anything I've ever seen in my life. This is just ridiculous. Oh my God, it was flipped upside down. There's the moss. It smells under there. What stinks? Sorry, you guys, if that was important. Oh man, I flipped that up and I got this crazy aroma. I can't even explain it. Look, X, and then watch this. Remember, I'm on this hill. Look at that. I'm not gonna touch it. Look at that. If that wasn't good enough, can I show you yet? This is, let me give you an idea of what I'm talking about. How I'm not there yet and stuff. Like this year. I mean, this stuff is great. I love to see this. You can see how it's all going uphill? And then you got your triangle next to it. You got the rocks I just showed you. But this is the stuff I'm looking for. Right there. This is right below where the Dogman and friends were. And I'll put a picture of that in as well. Because you gotta remember, not everyone gets to see every video. And they don't know what we're talking about. So that's why I have to put the pictures in. Break. I just heard the craziest noises up there. It could have been those two birds fighting, but that was weird. That's what I'm looking for. Right there, you see how it goes into a double? Right there, you see that? It's backwards. That's the bottom of the tree up there. That's the kind of stuff I'm looking for. Perfectness. I love it. I don't know what it is. It's kind of like, you know, pick a subject. It's like artwork, right? Diesel, you're a good example. Diesel does Bigfoot and does great artwork. And I think, who just bought, was it, Tammy. Did you say you bought something from Diesel? Pretty expensive thing too. Tammy's bought something, spent quite a bit of money with Diesel because she liked it so much. But what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know if it's a good analogy, but it's kind of like, you know, if you like paintings or art, you don't want to see shitty ones. You can tell it was paintwork and art, and you can tell someone drew it, but you want to see the most beautiful artwork. And that would vary, I guess, depending on who you were, but, you know, you're looking for, like, Picasso, you know what I mean? You want to see, like, the best stuff, and that's kind of the idea, terrible analogy, kind of the idea behind, you know, the worlds that I like to find. I'll take this all day long, though, until then. I really will. especially you guys. Let me tell you something. The other day, what I call the video? The one that I'm saying I'm going to change the name and I never have. Look at the X there. That was amazing. No one asked me. Like, not one person said, "Hey, how was it off the camera?" So those are my own personal experiences. I'll bring them up from time to time because if I feel like if I talk about them, they won't happen. I don't know if that's true. Look at that, you guys. Sorry, I'm dwelling in the spot. I gotta go. I gotta keep going. I'm so far up. Perch. Whoa. You guys don't make sounds that close. I go perch and the tree goes wheat. Right there. He sits right there. They love V trees in the doubles. Look how disturbed it is. So they haven't been down to that spot yet this year. Oh, but they will. Here. I'm telling you, this time of year, I'm convinced that they're here, they see me. Oh, it's the same birds again. Look, he stays right in front of me. I'll show them to you when I get out of this cluster. They're right here. They won't go to the left or right. They stay right in front. And I'm right next to that dogman world, and look. So you have all this, right? There's another perch right there. I didn't even see it. That one's not as disturbed. But look. See the TP stuff? This is blocking that dogman area. He's got his area separate, and he's using his stuff perfect. Now remember, I'm not convinced it's a dogman. This is just a term, okay? But he did have blatant ears that you'll see in the pictures. All right. Now we're talking. How do you make this up? Oh, sorry about the camera. How do you make this up? Look at that. This is the border of the Bigfoot world. Here's the walkway. You go right in, and it goes right in there. And they come in and out, and they are... they have been in the past ever so blatant with where they're walking. Because a couple of these guys are huge. Now, if that's not good enough, this is the uphill tree. There's another symmetrical X right there behind it. And they walk right through. Now, I'm not going to walk through. I want to go above. And I want to go in here and I'll go in above. I don't have much of a view, but while I'm resting for a second, I just want to take a look. I've never been high enough in this area to see that. Brandon doing a great job. Everybody's doing a great job. What about that orb? Come on, man, we're getting stuff. We got you guys. We got everybody. The best people we got. Now we have, let's just talk about this for a minute. No one else hears these videos, so it's just for us anyway. We have the best, so we'll all brag together. Now we're getting, we have the Dutch, we have the English, we have, I hate to say it, American, no, I'm kidding. We have Americans, of course. We have Scotland, okay? Ireland. There really seems to be a focus on certain places that are the best, and we got them all. Italy, don't forget Alessandro. We love you, Alessandro. Thank you. He not only are these people doing a great job. That only half excites me. But they're the coolest, greatest people. They're like, they help me make up for, a lack of being really cool. Oh my God, that lit up as a face. I can't believe it right there. I've never had face recognition on a hill. I can see why. The two bushes are like the eyebrows, and there's the mouth. I can't believe it. Like back here, my camera lights it up as face recognition. Right there. I haven't seen a whole lot of stuff going on over there. All right, let's do this. I'm into the most random of white little rocks I can see from all the way from here. I can't get through it. See that white rock? There's something about it that's just blatant. It makes me want to look over there. It's a marker. You guys, please don't do that to me. All right, I turn the camera on because, first of all, look at this. There's a figure, there's a silhouette of a person, of a being right there. I'm not even kidding. I swear. And it looks like something used to be below it. Okay, so I get here, I'm looking over there, and all of a sudden, my tinnitus just goes off the charts immediately. That's never happened. I haven't had tinnitus. It happened over the winter, beginning of the winter. So I haven't really been in here with it yet. Not in a place like this. Well, sort of, I guess I was the other day. And I didn't notice anything, but today, it just started screaming, and I know they did it to me. I don't know if they meant to do it, but whatever they were doing caused it. He's right there. We're gonna find that spot. I'm drawn because over to the right there, you guys, maybe I can show it on the way back. It's so unbelievable. Things are starting to get really good. Forget about the giant X right next to me. Look. Look at that. Not only that, but I got to their walkways. Look, this is where they walk. See how it's wide? There's no hooves and no scat. And there's pine cones and pine cone eating everywhere in mass amounts. Just that little bit would take a squirrel 10 years. Not to mention, bring all the pine cones and leave them there. Squirrels hide their stuff. They don't leave them. Here's where that picture was. Now I swear to God to you guys, it was gonna be right over here. Or it's actually right down there, I think. Like right in there. There's gotta be some evidence of that. I was like, what do you want to bet? So, I could lose, believe me, I lose. I'm not a gambler, but for a reason, because I never win. Put it all on black. Oh, this is gonna get special. Isn't that special? What did that lady say? Oh, that was from Saturday Night Live. Isn't that special? Here's where they were. I'm running camera the whole time because my ears are off the charts. You guys look at here and look at the ground. They're so here. I saw one. Look at this. Oh, they've been playing. Look. Man, it's real hot right here. It's a huge temperature change in that sun right there. Here's where he was. This is not where he was, but this is above it. They've been walking all through here. I knew it. See, down when I found that teepee structure in the Purchase, they haven't been to that yet. Any day now, they all come back. Here's where he was. Somewhere in here. Oh, look at the marks on that tree, you guys. Right here. I don't even want to look for his perch. I want to keep going, but I'll take a quick look. Look at this. That is abnormal. I never forget, someone's like, did you say abnormal? I was like, yeah. Like, what is wrong with people? Like, where did you crawl out of that you don't know the expression abnormal? Okay, it's from Young Frankenstein. Idiots. Oh my God. Look at this. I'm not calling people idiots. Take it back. You guys, this is part of their resource. They get sap or whatever. Let me show you why. It's only done here. They've been walking, oh my God, they've been walking through here. Big footprints in the grass. They did this. It's for sap, I'm telling you. You know how I know for sure? Because of Bigfoot Universe. They literally have one place just like this. They don't scatter to the forest, it's one location. And they tap the trees for sap. He was sitting in here somewhere, I have a feeling. Let's take a look. I don't want to go downhill. He just walked all the way up it. Ooh, I'm gonna find your world. Blatant. Where were you sitting? You guys, look at this spot. Seriously, you guys, check this out. This is amazing. This is right. You guys, I filmed them here.
And you have to understand, a lot of it is I'm beginning to know these guys and their friends for years right in this area. Here comes a bird. Oh, it's a hawk. This is crazy, the trampling. Yeah, uphill. Uphill. This is where they were sitting right here. It had to be lower because where I am, like you wouldn't be able to see that. It was somewhere in here. Will you buy that at least? Hole there. Like I'm not seeing an active perch yet, but it doesn't mean anything. Look at this, how this goes sideways. Bird right in front of me again. I'm not kidding, it's a robin this time. They won't stop flying in front of me. Where is he? He's right in there somewhere. He's right in there. Right here's where they were. They might have been sitting right. Oh, I see something. He might have been sitting right here. See where I'm standing? There's no bark off, but right here looks like someone's butt was sitting there. Right there, same thing. Is that for sure? No, but it looks like it. I think they were right here. Maybe even a little bit lower. I don't want to waste time. I really want to go back into the forest. I came out late today because it was so chilly this morning, and I didn't want to overdress. There's your evidence. That real symmetrical, unbelievable. Oh, you guys know what? They were lower, I think. Either right around in here or just a little bit lower. But look, here's the evidence. There's no doubt about it, okay? I was down there. There was snow. I was showing you, look, right there. I actually showed you those from a different way. It's going to be hard for me to... See the two really straight ones right there? There's one. You can only see one on the camera. You see that, though? And right below is that you can't see it from here, but it's that beautiful straight axis I was showing you from over there when I was zooming. That's all down there, too. Notice. Every single tree in this little Bigfoot spot is sideways, okay? Look down. If you can show me trees that fall sideways on 75-degree angle, like that hill is even steeper than where I walked, then you just found Bigfoot. Let's go back. We're gonna go find a Bigfoot world, a real one. This is real, but it's just kind of whatever. I want to find the master plan layout. Look at this, you guys. They are everywhere in here. Come on, man. You guys, I come here to sacrifice myself. You guys can have me. I'll be dinner. Let me just hang out with you right in this spot. I need new people. Bigfoot Universe, they come and see me. They literally come and peek around the trees at me. You guys can too. No one knows where they are. I've never given up the spots. Even the people I have taken there could never find their way back. There's only one person in the world that could find Bigfoot Universe, in my opinion, and that's Dan. Because Dan's been there so many times. Well, I've only, actually, not even so many. I've had Dan there probably 5 times. Dan, tell me if I'm wrong. I think it was 5. Look at this spot. But this is very important. In fact, I gotta be honest with you. It's more important, not that I would lie to you, but I gotta be honest with you. This is very important to see this, because this is what most of it is. To find what put me on the map is what hopefully I'm going to film some of today at some point. If not, you can go back to 650 videos of it and see the most magical places ever filmed on Earth that people didn't know about. And I forgot my point. Perfect. ADD Central. Blatant. Okay, it's as blatant gets. Blatant. That's the spot right there. They were sitting right there. Oh, wow, that's a spot. Look, it leads out of there. It's where they come to go chill. They leave there and follow the walkway. They walk right through here, and they go beyond that bend, and that's exactly where we're gonna go. Are they so blatantly circling me? It's unbelievable. You guys, I didn't turn the camera on for like 60 seconds because I'm like, gotta be an explanation, gotta be an explanation. He's still right there. They found me, and now they're just circling me. I hope you can see it on the camera. These two big black birds are just going around in circles above my head. I'm not saying anything or why. They were crows. You hear them? I'm telling you, they're talking about me. I'm right in the middle of Dogman, and people seem to forget it. Like, I'll show the picture, show you where I just was, and then they can't understand that the birds are being controlled by them, just like every single other thing in this forest. Do you understand? They are this forest. They're everything. It doesn't matter what animal it is. They can manipulate it, they can use it. They're friends. In fact, they're not friends, because I said, I know those jays are your friends, and they said no. He said no. No friend, brother. No, he didn't say brother, he said brothers. No friend, brothers. You didn't believe? Let's see you film one of those. After filming a Bigfoot with 3 or 4 things around him, with all that evidence. You think that happened by accident? God, do I smell something weird. Look. That's that arch. Look at that. Ooh, I'm getting up high. I'm not high, I'm getting up high. Be careful, because people will be like, Mark said he was high. Don't watch his channel. He's a terrible person. If I was high, I'd tell you. And high, are you kidding me? I'll bet you anything the people that say that are the ones that are high themselves. Look. We've talked about this 100 times on live videos, okay? I'm completely open about marijuana. I think people, oh, here we go. Let's walk over there together. I'll tell you about it. Just in case, I want to run the cameras a little bit more than I normally do, because sometimes they're just standing right there. As you can see, I'm just going that way a little bit. What was I saying? Look at that. Giant trident. This place is great because this is the way they do it way down here low like this. It's even though it could have been a pretty forest, is because it's a little hotter here. It's actually really, really warm here. And this is what most of you are going to find in Bigfoot. This is what most of it is. It's not even necessarily Bigfoot. That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This is the unseen world. Birds are still right there. They're right here on the other side of this tree. They're following me. Eyes on, because they simply have the birds know exactly where I am. Look, he's right in that pine tree right there. Then they never have to worry about anything. They just, because they know exactly where I am. So they'll only do their thing if I'm close. They know exactly what's going on. I don't even think. Eyes might be on right now, but I have a feeling it's a distance, and I don't know, my arms are kind of standing up right now, my hair's a little bit. You can see I'm getting like, not yet, but you can see the damage is beginning. I get cuts, scrapes, bruises, blood, bug bites. You know, this isn't all fun and games. The worst part about this, believe it or not, is the bugs. There's no bugs yet, and they're coming. There's a couple flying around, but no one bothered me. Blatant. All right, let's go in there. It's so blatant. They're right there. 2 crows this time. Look, they're circling me right over top of my head. I swear. They're literally, look guys, look. Let me see if I can zoom on them. I'm being so lazy with these guys. They're flying in a circle above my head. And they won't stop. Do you want to sit here for the next half an hour and show you? They just keep going around in one circle. It's been happening now since I was at the Dogman spot with birds. And it's been happening now with the crows have been circling me now for at least 2 minutes. Look at that giant X over there. Forget about that one. Check this out. We're getting a little bit of a combo, like, you know, messy type connected forest, and then we're getting to some really pretty stuff. Check this out. Like I say, just in case you're that stupid and you don't understand what I've shown you so far, this is perfect confirmation. Do you see the small caliber leaners? Keep in mind, the trees I'm showing you, people are like, wind does that, really? Wind does that. Do you see the caliber of trees that are growing here? There is no little trees growing here. When you see that, you know it was built. Because no trees like that were growing there. All of those are put in place. And I could just pull them right out of the ground. They're just literally leaning there. That's an incredible structure. And if that wasn't good enough, what do we got? 1, 2. Big one. Look at the double trident. Oh man. Look at that. It's a double trident, Eileen. Even though it's just the forks, I'm still tridents. Eileen, post that picture in Energy Overload. I don't know, maybe you did already, but our comparison X's that are identical. It's amazing. Isn't that amazing? It's someone in England, in the middle of a Bigfoot world, just happened to film an impossible, you know, 80-foot, maybe 75-foot tall X, and they both have the exact same fork on the one side, and they look exactly the same. It would be proved in any court of law. It's the we've documented as a team up and beyond anything anyone ever dreamt of, you know, and it's amazing to be a part of that. I got the perch. Oh, I got the spot. Give me a second. Okay, so these guys do progress down. There's no doubt about it. Watch this. So I'm right next to that structure. Okay. So when I was showing you the X structure there, what didn't any of you notice during that whole thing? The two giant, the two giant and the other ones involved, all going uphill together. All together now. Watch this. I'm losing my mind right now. I am losing my mind. I'm losing it. I don't get used to this. Every time I find a spot like this, it's like I did it for the first time. That's how I know I'm meant for this. That's never happened with me, ever, in any subject. And when I see this stuff, I just lose my mind. All sideways. Okay. One of their forced, incredible giant bends. X in front of it. There's an X in front of it. Watch this. This is a little wallow. Okay, watch this. Oh, I got the goosebumps so bad. My hairs are standing up on end. You either are dying for me to go sit there, or you're upset about it? I don't know. Look at this, you guys. That's a seat. You see? I can't believe it when I walked on this thing. You guys, it's so blatant, okay? It was so easy to locate. Look at the giant X with the fork. In fact, that doesn't look too much different than me and Eileen's X, except ours are perfectly on flat ground. Here's the spot. It comes all the way across exactly on this level. Notice the first structure I showed you over there? You can't see it anymore? It's exactly parallel with me. More or less, same thing with the structure. And then bam. And then I literally followed their trail from the first Dogman spot, right? We saw that bend and arch. Here's the seat. And then what's the best part about this seat? First of all, look where they've been standing up and walking over it, okay? And then secondly, look at the trail that leads away. And that's exactly where I'm going. Okay, look at the trident. This is all real. Think about what the rest of the world, now we don't want them, but think about what we know is for a fact, and that they're just completely missing out, just twiddling their thumbs playing Xbox at home like zombies. Just there to pay, only there. They only exist to pay the government taxes, and they have no idea. You know, that's why they smoke weed and play Xbox, because you forget about it, you don't care. You're like, you know what, I'll pay the government and play Xbox, it's fine. And that's why I say, the blue pill or the red pill. Because you know what? Paying the government and being in the human bubble ain't so bad. That there's advantages of that bubble. So, you know, but with us, we can step outside of that bubble anytime we want, and we can jump right back in for a cocktail party anytime we want. So we got the best of both worlds, and it's only going to get better. And like I said, the day it doesn't, I'll stop. Watch. Okay, this all goes up to that break. Every single thing that I'm showing you is connected. Okay, watch this. Look at the leaner. This is unbelievable. This is starting to get really pretty. Look here. See, people don't understand the language. They just think they're looking at trees. You little tattletales. Look at the trident. He's right above me. Another species of bird right above me. They won't leave me alone. Look at that trident, you guys. It's amazing. Right there. It's a leaner. It's not a part of the tree. It goes all the way down there. I can't. There's no top to this. And I'm just following his trail into oblivion. I got a late start. Hopefully I can get out of here before dark. If I can't, because I didn't leave my house, I think, till 10:30 or 11 in the morning. I did a bunch of work at the computer. And because it was so chilly. My cat didn't even want to go out this morning. She went to the door, I opened it, she always goes out, and she was just turning around. And now it's beautiful. Sorry, behind it is one of the first of what looks like an incredible structure. That last place, you guys, off the camera, it's amazing. I'm not gonna go into detail about anything. I'm not even gonna tell you the smallest one, because that was my own personal thing and I need to keep it, you know, but let's put it this way. In some places I'm able to see them now. And they set my tinnitus off like crazy earlier. Like, I don't know if it was on purpose or I don't think they even know about it. I don't know. But when they do their thing, like, it's so loud right now, I'm having trouble. You'll probably notice in this video, at some points I might cut it out, but I've been like short-tempered with dumb people. And it's because of the tinnitus. Like, it's so brutally loud right now. It's gotta mean they got a fix on me, like somehow. What the hell was that? Anyway, look at this. What the hell is anything? Guys, I have more birds around me than I've ever had around me in 4 years. All different species intermingling. The crows literally circled in a circle above my head for over 2 minutes. At a guesstimate. Right in a circle. Right there, they stopped. He made a big noise, harp, and then he did a big circle. Yeah, you bet you guys didn't think I knew about the birds, huh? Good human. Sometimes. Oh, man. Give me a real Bigfoot world. You guys, I'm standing in the middle of a real Bigfoot world. I want special place held for ceremony. If you don't know what that is, you haven't watched enough videos. Birds everywhere. They won't leave me. Now, I know birds in the forest, but not the same ones for 2 miles. This has been the longest 2 miles in a long time. In other words, how long it took me to climb this hill. Wait. How about that? Whenever I go up in the air, I turn the camera off. Love it. This all leads. All right, I gotta tell you a secret. I know places that are 10 miles that way that I can only see from 3 miles away. And I filmed some amazing things. I might put a few pictures in now, I might not. Literally in 2 mile zooms. to caves. There's absolutely no access. Even a professional mountain climber, it'd be tough because it's not really climbable in any way, the way the terrain is there. You have to walk here, and it would take you probably a few days. Oh, here you are. Oh my God, that's so blatant. Look, leaner, whenever you see the leaner, it literally goes all the way up the tree perfectly. Perch, perch, perch. Remember, their seats are always round, okay? And they're small, they're people. There's white poop on that perch. Someone was eating bones, but that doesn't mean a mountain lion didn't come. That's a perfect place for a mountain lion. This is where they love to sit. They'll sit and eat right there, or maybe a bobcat. Looks more like a bobcat. It could be a mountain lion, it's old. Those perches, though, are blatant. Something sits there all the time. Guys, look at this poop. I don't want to say it's Bigfoot poop because I don't believe it is. Let's see. This whole perch is filled with poop, and they wouldn't put their poop in there. So some animal came through here and pooped on them. It doesn't look like they sat here this year. So they'll come by, they'll clean all this out, and they'll sit there. I wonder why that's why they're always dirt. And then you'll see next to them there'll be a pile of sticks. Wait till I show you the piles of sticks next to the perches. You know? Oh, elk do that. Elk make piles of sticks, really. You know, you're not listening, and you're not doing your homework. It's getting old. Perch. Look at all the poop, you guys. So many different kinds. There's poop there. It looks like all different animals have been here. Something that was eating bone. And there's almost something that looks human. Literally, believe it or not, on this one is good because I can gauge. It's going to sound disgusting, but you can gauge like the butt size. Like, you know, could that be from a person? Absolutely. Could it be from a cat? Absolutely. Is it a bear? No, definitely not a bear. That could be Bigfoot poop, but like I said, I'm pretty convinced that they don't do this. They bury it. They're just like us, you guys. They're sanitary when they clean and they dispose of it. They have friends and little kids. You want your little kid to go step in your poop? That's disgusting. So to me, this has nothing to do. Now, in my first year, I'd have been like, oh man, this looks like Bigfoot poop. Doesn't even smell. Yes, I just smelled poop. It doesn't look like this has been used. You know why? Because I know for a fact, almost a fact, that those sticks right there would be in a pile right there. Wait till I show you that in the Holy Cross this year. And look, there's a big pile there. It's hard to see with the shadows, I know. Big pile of poop right there. Something big pooped. Another one there. Okay, because I'm seeing this in repetition, I have to believe it's an animal that comes, because a lot of these mountain lions and stuff will repeat, and it's not a bear. I'm telling you right now. I mean, it could be, but I don't think so. Because bears typically, their poop it comes in all different shapes and forms, but it's typically not white. A grizzly bear, and I think sometimes a black bear takes a deer or eats a deer a little bit, but it's very rare where they'll eat the bones. So, in fact, I don't think bears eat bones. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know for sure, but I'm almost sure they don't. Look at this leaner, you guys. I can pull it right out of the ground, and it goes up and it touches the tree the whole way up. And it's very possible that they're above me in this tree. I just want you to know. I just said Scooby-Doo's. Thanks, Terry. Here you go. Oh, no, tell me that's not rain coming. Oh, you guys, there's a nasty storm coming. Look. Check this out. I finally got up to where something levels. We'll go take a look at that real quick. There's a motorcycle somewhere. Echoing off he's 5 miles away. He's echoing off the valleys. Perch. Do you see the two sticks? Never will you see one without it. Okay, and look, it's all connected. Even where they know no one's ever going to see them or find them in their seat, ever. Okay, yes, ever. I'm exaggerating my words. They'll have the connected. They can't be here without it. There's your perch. They can't be here without this. And this is highly active. No poop. Holy wow. You guys, I did it. Tell me there's not some kind of thunderstorm coming. I didn't check the weather today. Look at that bad boy. You are a bad boy. Timestamps. They brought me here. I know they did. Look. There's a trail that leads all the way up here and goes stages of perches the whole entire way. They have stages of perches in a line. And that's how I kind of learned this. And then I started seeing a few places that were different. And here I am back to that right in a line thing. You guys, look at this as we breach the top. That structure's good. Let's find something really cool. Wow. All right, I had to walk a long ways to come out to this edge. But I got to do this for Tom, my buddy Tom. I would do anything to help my buddy Tom because he's done a lot to help me. All right, let me get his spot. Hey, Tom, not the angle probably you were hoping for, but I think it might be better even. That's why I never spend a lot of time on those trees. I think they're active as crazy, but they don't, because of that, they don't have to make structures. Those rocks go right into there. And remember, if you see that, you guys, there's a lot of times you don't see it, so the rocks are right, right at the like right below the grass of the surface, which I believe is the same thing. Tom, I'm gonna refilm that for you from the same spot I did before. Because above it, believe it or not, you can't see anything up here. I gotta look, I wanna look in. Man, these guys, see, you have to understand, this whole valley knows me so well. Look at this corner, guys. Look where it starts. Let me show you. And then we're gonna find something. I'm not leaving. I'm sleeping overnight unless I find something amazing. Let's go. Am I exaggerating? I don't know yet. This guy's even here. See how, because I'm too low. I'm at 8,082 maybe. Probably more like, actually it's more like, yeah, about 8. It just keeps going up and up and up. And then you go over that one, you think you're there, and you have to go up another mile, and then it goes flat, and then up another mile, whatever it is, not a mile, but so from here, yeah, from here I actually do go up another mile in the sky during the summertime. It's just about, look how it's all blocked. All kinds of game. They're keeping all the game out for the most part. You can tell they walk right through here and they're blocking it. They're making it so nothing's going to want to walk to where they are. And then look through. I don't know if you can see it, but there's an X in there. All right, let's see if we can prevent me from sleeping out tonight. All right. Walking and walking. If the foot walking here is almost, unless you're on their trail, is impossible. It's not impossible, but it's like a break of an ankle at every step almost. He was down below. They've been in one perch. There seem to be a couple perches on the way up that haven't been used. One up top that was. And there was perches here that haven't, that don't look like they're used yet. Like I said, let me see if I'm still doing this next year. There's a giant teepee structure. I want to see if I notice that same thing next year. Some are here, not all of them. Oh wow. Look at this, you guys. This is too good. It's too good. It's not easy being too good. I mean, I gotta tell you, it's a burden. Look at that. I take credit for like their work. Like, because of me, they did this. No, I'm kidding. I have a thing with them that I can't tell you because, you know, if the whole world was open and they embraced us with open arms and said, Mark, you did a great job and didn't criticize, then I would tell you everything, you know, but I just have no desire to reach out to the world at all. They don't deserve it. Giant tree pushed uphill. They don't deserve it and haven't earned it. But there is some. I did a post today. I was like, sheep will always be sheep, but there's exceptions to every rule. And I want a few of those exceptions to come join us. I really do. We don't have everyone yet. It's almost like they have me do that. Like I said, you're going to have to just wait and see what happens over the next couple of years. That's too good. Like how it's all been disturbed. This was all just right in the fall. This was so disturbed. Do you understand? Not disturbed, disturbed. It's a trail. And through all their trails, they always put side beams, always. It goes right here, and it goes that way. Which way do I go? Look at the teepee structure without walking to it. See if you can see it in the busyness. You see that? Look carefully at that one. And then and then look more carefully at everything. What is that? I know they're right here because I'm not supposed to say it out loud. I just know they're right here. I have evidence for myself coming up the hill today that confirms that 100%. Another spot. See, you can see how different all this is? Like this place, they quarantine themselves off in a sense, no pun intended, because they section it. You know, like this is this dude's area. You want to go to Charlie's, it's over there. And they box it all off. And that's their spot. Here's a perch. Remember, they just don't have dirt yet. Which is kind of good. Like, I'd rather show you the active ones, but I kind of don't mind because it's less stress for me. Like, I feel like I'm not agitating them, like walking in their seats and stuff like that. I don't think it bothers them, but I just want to be as respectful as I possibly can, even if it's over respectful. Look at this. That was the teepee I was telling you about. It's so discreet. Look at that. How it all goes into that teepee. And what happens? There's a giant log that goes up and touches it all, comes all the way down here, goes across, comes down, hits this, comes in, touches every single thing you see. I feel like a broken record. But it's how we have to do it because many times, because people aren't smart enough to figure this out until until, you know, like me. That's the cool thing about me was that there's nothing they can say because I have more evidence than anyone in the world and more pictures of them than anyone in the world. And when you look at the pictures, especially as a whole, like if I put 50 pictures, you can see it's not possible. I don't care what knowledge you know about this. You can see in the pictures that they're all real. Like it's all from video, and there's no way to have faked any of that. And it's really shut people up, and I'm very thankful for that. That's kind of what I'm always after, is just evidence that's just so impossible to deny. You know, they, even when they want to, because they're just pissed off that I'm doing it now, and he thought he could figure it out because I did it. And people don't understand that certain people are good at certain things. Do you get pissed that your auto mechanic can fix your car better than you? No, you're happy. Like, thank God it's fixed, except for the money. I can't believe it. I found it. You guys, it's so hard to find this structure. This is a part of their language, and it's very special. I've only filmed it twice, I believe. Maybe 3 times. The Holy Cross one is the best. It's done perfectly and flawlessly, and it's more of an arch. A lot of you know what I'm talking about. Look at this. It's not possible. This is all I'd have to show. If your brain wasn't brainwashed, this is all I would have to show. Tell them, guys. I really wish God was around, because then you could be like, God, am I right about everything I say, and have I always told the truth? You know, it'd be amazing who would be, you know, flagged off the face of the earth that everyone thinks is honest, and you know, and the people that trust people that betray them on a daily basis, just lying because they can't come up with any facts or show you anything. So what are they gonna do? They're gonna tell you a story. Story time. And a lot of you will buy into it. Story time. No, forget about stories. Let's look at real life. Stories are fun, but when it comes to this subject, it's probably bullshit. Wood knocks behind me. I got a really nice black X right there. And I'm in another spot. Look how they walk through here at the spot. Frequent over the years. Look at all the little pieces of broken rock. Okay, do bears break little pieces of rock? Well, Mark, technically, you know, a bear is 600 pounds. If he stepped on, I mean, listen, man, you gotta leave my channel. Nobody wants you here. Okay, there's where they step on the log. That's what a log looks like that's not stepped on. That's what it looks like when it's stepped on. I know some of you have trouble with this. Your brains are twisted into lies. And you think it's true, you know? Look, stepped right here. They come in and out of here all the time. Look at that. Look at this little hidden open place right here. Look at these rocks, you guys. These rocks just got here. They just got there. And the trail goes right down there to that spot. And all the spots are blocked off from each other, but yet connected to each other. This guy likes rocks. This is just a preliminary look around. This isn't like, again, even like that last video, really, even though I think it turned out to be a great video with what happened there. First of all, if you listen to me speak while I'm in a Bigfoot world, it's not easy because I'm annoying. But if you just listen and take into what I'm saying, just know that you're hearing nothing but the truth and probably what they want you to hear. And believe me, I get zapped and I start talking about something stupid in life. They make me talk about anything except them. Look at these rocks, you guys, that were all placed here. I swear to God. It's been there for maybe 1 year, if that. I'll be surprised with timestamps that if I can get a real timestamp, like there's Bigfoot, just like the last time I was here, that I found myself, because I don't even show you them unless it's just blatant when I'm making the video. Look at this log sideways on a hill. And look at all the rocks. This guy loves rocks. Like, these rocks weren't flipped over, they were put there. And there's a giant type of X right there. What about the ones in the last video that were like that? I'll throw the picture in real quick if I can find it quickly. I think I can. They're literally going out like that. There's no way, and they're misleveled, but they're actually perfect together. All right, this battery's dying. Wow. You guys, you got to see how active this is. These are the big guys. Really, really big. I know, just by looking at their structures. These are the big boys. Look at all, they come right through here Another rock. Here's all the curly Q things. Brandon knew about those. Look at the X above this tree. I haven't got a whistle. It's probably because they know I saw him. I saw him. Just his face. I saw it. Like I saw it. It's just far enough so you can't really. But I watched it happen. Then I watched another one go like this. And when he thought I had just turned, and I turned by accident really quick, and he had just, the second I moved away, he went to move, and I just happened to come back. I told you a lot of it's an accident. But I've seen that. I've seen the movement thing. Oh my God! Just ask Callie how many times I was with Callie. He didn't see it, but I was, because his back was to it. I watched this black thing go like it was like not fast. It was going about that fast to the forest. It didn't seem that big, and I couldn't tell what it was. But it was moving, like gliding. We were doing a live video from that spot last summer. I think it's one of the few live videos that's still up. You can see how high up I've gotten. I'm parallel with that, just about. I noticed this. The reason I zoomed over there, not really just trying to film anything, I noticed this huge path coming down. I was thinking it was water at first, but let's just take a look. You see that path? It's like a ravine or something. It goes all the way up. Let me show you from a distance how I saw it. See how you can see it the whole way? And it comes right out of there. I was thinking water. Oh my God, of course there's a freaking hole right there. I was thinking water, but there's no water. It starts right there. There's no way that makes a path all the way down. Like, look, it literally starts at the top. I think it almost looks like it goes up the face of the rock in a sense. I'm very curious about that. It's not water. I mean, I'm sure water goes down it, but that's not what made that. If that was what made that, you guys, remember, you're using your common sense. There'd be paths all over that mountain. There's not. I know that mountain. I've seen this before. Never from this angle, though. I like that right there. It's amazing that it comes out of right there. So is water. There's a bird there. That bird has no idea a human being had just filmed him. Does the water come out of the rocks? Right there is the question. See that? You know what I'm talking about? See that path? It's so weird. Because that's how they get up and down. They walk in that ravine and no one will ever see them. First of all, no one's looking ever. And if they were, I'm telling you, if people die, if ever, humans were all gone, I'm almost convinced that they would do the same exact thing. Because I think they adjust a little bit for people, but not much. They don't give us that much respect. It's just, you have to understand, it's just the way they are. They're not you. They don't want to be human. They don't need our resources. They don't need TVs. They don't want houses. This is what they are. You have to understand. Stop being so self-absorbed and thinking that you're above everything else. This is brainwashing, and you're going to pay the price one day. You need to be able to think out of this. I mean, I really think some things are tests. Do what you know is right. I guess I'll tell you, this is nothing like the other day. I am so happy though. Like, not with, like, I'm happy with today so far, but I mean, just laying here. If my ears were not so loud, I'd probably be the happiest I've ever been. I mean, it is so comfortable. Look. I do this 2 minutes later, a bird comes up and lands right there. He lands right there and stares right at me, and then he flies away. I'm just like, probably a coincidence, but I mean, come on, because they lost sight of me. I do it to them all the time, and they need to know exactly where I am at all times. It's getting a little more relaxed with me because they know exactly what I'm doing. They love that I go. I'm like I've never seen a structure, for the most part, where after I turn the camera off, where I say, "You guys, I love this structure." Man. I was zoning out. I'm weird, right? I just got up. I was like almost in like a trance because I think I'm tired. I woke up. I went to sleep way too late, like early in the morning, because I just couldn't sleep, and then I woke up too early. I've been getting great night sleeps, but just not last night. And I feel great. I'm just a little tired. Where the tree's perfect, where it's been touched and set on. And that's maybe this sit right here. Look at this thing. Pushed uphill. Not downhill, uphill. That hill's something special over there. Going up there, you can see. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna go that way right now, but because it's just another climb and it's getting late in the day. But right there. Sorry about that. That time I actually pushed the button, thinking I was gonna be zooming. I hit the wrong button. You know, but if I just take the one like open spot I can see. Where is it? Right there. See the stick? There's spots all over that hill. I know they're near me right now. I've actually given them a little bit, very nicely, but a little bit of a hard time today. Like, you guys, I've seen you, which really only did once here, but I know what you look like. I just kind of mean them all in general. I know you're over there. You're never going to get another person here, right in this spot, ever again, that has the knowledge base that I do on this subject. So why wouldn't you come out? I was like, is it forbidden? You know, why do you show yourself to people like some lady on a trail in, you know, in Virginia when you, look at that big pile of sticks. You know, are you afraid that, because you're afraid I'm going to tell? And I said, you guys can have my camera. You come over here right now and just talk to me. You feel better, just take this. That's what I told them. I'd be sad because I love this camera, but I'd do anything for them. You know, and if they confided in me, of course I wouldn't. I might say like, hey, listen, something amazing happened and I can't tell you. But you just, like, I haven't really, I do say that, but I'm talking about like, I would emphasize how amazing. Here's these rocks again. There's a major something going on here with the rocks. I can't, you know, how do you figure it out? They put rocks there, then what? I could see it a million times and I don't seem to get much further with that. There's something with the rocks. You know, the structures that, you know, I know that they use, they're very important besides marking their areas. They can't be here without them. Onward, Christian soldier. I've been stuck in this stuff for a while. Now remember, you know, in some of these days you're like, well, where's the Bigfoots? If they do all that, where's the Bigfoots? Where's the Bigfoots? It's like, listen, where's anything? I'll always say this. Ow. Where's anything? Guess what, you guys? There's something secret, and they call them deer. I'm telling you, you gotta believe me, they're really here. And they poop, that's their poop, and I'm not seeing any deer poop. And they're really here. And they'd be like, oh, really? Well, we don't believe you. Show us. It's like, I have to suffer for all of the liars on earth and all us honest people. It's amazing. We're people. We should be able to trust each other and count on each other and believe anything we tell each other, even if we don't know each other. But nope, we lie, cheat, and steal and corrupt, rape, murder, and destroy everything. Are you guys telling me to say this? What the hell am I talking about? Everything, I swear to God, this is not my idea. Lie, you can believe what you want. Lie, cheat, steal, murder, betray. Betrayal is one of the biggest things in this world. You know, someone you loved, a good friend of yours, people, you can't count on people. People are terrible. Now, there's also some good ones left, really good ones. And I happen to be friends with some of those people. I'm very thankful for that. Something going on all through here. I'm telling you, another couple days. I'm not going to say next month, but I'm talking like today even. They're going to start doing this. I think some of it's from today, some of it's from last year, but They're here. I swear they just made me say that. I don't know if I can put that in the video. Maybe I'll just will anyway. Maybe if you think I'm insane, you'll want to watch. Because I don't want to get views. I just want to keep my subscribers watching. That's all. You know, if I post a video, there's moose in here too. Look, see this? They do this. Where do they do this? Down in my quartz place. They use. Look, they do it here. They put them all over the. They mark where they should walk. So if you're not familiar with this area in a friend of theirs, you follow the rocks to there. They do this in another place that I found near here. You follow the rocks. That's what you do. When you do that, you go to connected forests. It's huge, but it's more restricted in a sense. Like, this place is unbelievable. But I don't know where to go at this point. I could go so many different directions, and every which way I go has structures and trails leading from each structure to each one. Hey, look, Colin, it's like Scotland. Side by sides. And one is behind another tree that's still growing. They do that for a reason. People do. I used to think, like, why do they just push over trees? Like, well, I don't know. There's big reasons behind it. And there's your ex to show you they did it. Trust me, if anything else. Don't believe me in anything in the world. Just believe me that they did that. There's your proof. You see, I've showed you 1,000 times. This is a great one. See how this tree's off the ground? That's how they do it. There's one, and there's two. It's being held exactly at the level they want. That's pretty cool. And look what else I found. Snow. It's beautiful. I had to put my sweatshirt on because the sun went away and I was laying there and I got chilly, but now I'm sweating again. Look at that hill. It goes straight up. I'll bet you someone's on that hill because they know I'm not going there. Is enough birds on that hill? Trail leading right. This is a Bigfoot trail. This is how they do it, you guys. This is where Bigfoot walks. I'm showing you where Bigfoot walks. I don't think this is where they walk. I know this is where they walk. Woo! You guys owe me. You owe me. Just an expression I use. Like when I save Callie's life, I'm like, you owe me. It's more of just like making fun of you. You owe me. Anything I do for you, ever, it's free. You don't owe me, but I'm going to pretend like you do. Because I think it's fun to make fun of you. So like, oh, by the way, let me mention, I think it's not official, but it's pretty official. That I think Slayer's coming out. Oh my God. There goes the neighborhood. Slayer, I don't mean to tell your life, but I've known Slayer for a while now, and I had no idea. He's like, yeah, I have 938 acres. I was like, what? I was like, you have 1,000 acres? He's like, just about. And he's, he hunts on it, you know? He's one of these guys that, one of the reasons I like Slayer is because it's rare that a hunter gets onto this. They seem to be more brainwashed than anybody. Maybe because I'm just sitting out there like the whole time they've been working on their brains for 30 years. I don't know. But Slayer has come through that. He's a hunter and he understands this. And he owns 1,000 acres. I'll probably, stop by there one day. See how they all go through here? This is all Bigfoot trails right here. Well, it's all the unseen world, people. I use the term Bigfoot loosely. And then inside this, look, I could not get in here, okay? I found the one it's a trail. And then all of a sudden, and it's at the base of that madness up there. when I say madness, I mean it's crazy on that hill. Timestamp spot right there. They're not there. I know they're not because I just know in my. You'll know when you come out here, Slayer, that I don't F around, and you'll see how I know things and with them because they let me know when they're there. It's a skill. I just think I've just developed it. I think any one of us could, if you just spent the time I have out here. And not always does it work, but I know what they're doing because I know they're just back. I know it. They had so much time. It took me an hour at least to get up that hill. And that whole time they were just like, doing their, waiting for me to, they moved right off. And like I said, I saw some adjustments as well. So yeah, Slayer's coming out, that's cool. Brandon, I think Nico's going to be here. I have to confirm with Nico one more time. But he's going to be in Colorado anyway, so I'm assuming he'll stop by. Brandon and Lori, that'll be fun for me because Brandon and Lori are going to take me out and get me drunk. Not drunk, but like, I was like, can you guys do me a big favor? Oh, look at this trident. Watch this. This just to show you that I'm not messing around. First of all, look at that thing. This is what they want you to do. Walk around and just be an idiot, which is a human being. That's all you have to do. Don't go, I think they're over there, right there. Or, like, shh, don't talk. It's like, that's not what you, just be yourself, okay? It's the one rule that applies. I think we have that for ourselves too, because someone always wants to be someone else. Just be yourself. That's the kettle calling someone black, because I'm like Mr. Insecure. I am myself, of course, but I'm not like, Mr. Security or anything. Look, that is one big moose. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That's a moose. You guys, that's my hand all the way up there, so that's 8 feet, just where he was rubbing. So his head is out here. That's a big boy. I saw his poop earlier. I almost filmed it because I just poop's not always worth putting the camera on for. See, they could be right in here too. I never know it. Another thing I've realized that all that stuff too, all they have to have is the connected stuff in there, like this, and all that's good to go. You could just go into those bushes and they can put their staff down and do their magic. Or whatever else they have. What was I going to show you? Oh, yeah. So look at this. I'm in the weirdest of places. Look. Compared to where I was just at. Blatant. That's a good one. They made it. They put an extra trident because the little nub. There's another nub there too. That's still a trident without the leaner, but they made it perfect. That right there should tell you all. That the way they put the leaner into the trident, they're right in here. I'm walking through their world. And here's their path. See? It always does that. If I say Bigfoot path, ever in the future, in 10 years from now when I forgot that I said this, you guys have to remember, that's why I'm so honest. I don't remember a thing I say. Half of the time I'm just speaking for them, I think. Look. I'm not even kidding. There's thousands of people that know that, but anyone else or anybody new, people get upset because they want it to be them. Fine. Come, you can be you. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. I think even the biggest of assholes, of course they don't know that they are because they self-justify, but could work wonders in this subject. You just have to commit. You just have to open your mind and know it's real. And it'll all happen right before your eyes. Now remember, we all live in different places and we all have different clans. And they all have different rules and different personalities. These aren't deer. They're not birds and they're not bears. Okay, where they all look the same. Every single one of these guys has their own personality, their own thinking process, and their own set of rules for that area. And you got to think into these things. They're all very simple thoughts. Man, does that go way up? Where's my hoverboard? Look at this one. Look, it didn't come from there. That tree, that's Dan. That tree did not come from there. Over now. All right, let me turn around. I've done, you can't tell, but I've done an extreme amount of walking today. Hopefully that you don't think the video's too boring, as I've been saying lately. It's not that it's boring. It's just that, because I don't think who it matters who's showing you the forest, right? You got a camera in the forest. That's a start, and you can always hit the mute button. So I don't want to hear it. Blatant. Double X that you'd never even notice. Well, it's a triangle X. Because up there is where the magic begins. I'm actually about to leave when I'm getting to what I think is the best. Because I won't make it back in time. You guys look at this. The best I can show you from here. That's an X. It's done differently. There's a giant structure right there. See, it's an X. They usually don't use squiggly trees like that here. Hardly ever. It's always straight. Well, typically it is. This is like a free-for-all through here. They are everywhere. You guys look at the giant scale. I told you I was getting right to where it starts getting good. Like really visually good. You see, there's two. It's incredible. You can just see the beginning of it. And it goes up. It's a TP structure that goes sideways. We're not done yet. I'm just gonna, you guys look, I am so far. I did so much of my own little thing today, exploring, and then all of a sudden I was like, I gotta turn the camera on. Oh my God, like, cause I just was doing, cause I was in these bushes, and inside like these bushes and these new seedlings, these are all aspen seedlings. There's like these hidden little worlds of places, and all of a sudden, like, you follow the trail in there, which is like you have to move a couple branches out of the way, and inside there's like these packed down seats and like broken sticks and cracked rocks, and I'm just like hanging out, like sitting down, and of course it's level. See, off the ground and level. And there's no hole for that one. Go figure that one out. I showed you on the camera, there's no hole. I love that trident. I'm on the backside of the trident. Again, I've been standing by this trident. Right there. And then look, I didn't notice it until just now. I've been here for 20 minutes at least. Just right here. There it is. Trident. You'll never film the trident unless you're inside a Bigfoot world. Trees don't just do that. Here's the Bigfoot trail, you see? Now look, see here, you can't penetrate. And there's no trees, okay? When I tell you they put them across, your brain is telling you that, oh, well, trees just fall down. No, they don't, okay? Hardly ever. If you can film a tree falling down today, I'll give you $1 million. Like legally, just go out and film it falling down. Won't happen. I can't give you $1 million because I'm almost there. I'm about $1 million short in there. There's no trees that fell down. Look at the ground. Nothing, okay? Here, they're literally placed on the walkway. They have to be because he has to be able to touch it and then he hits his staff. Trees placed. It goes into that. If there wasn't these creatures here, there would be no trail through there, or it'd be a game trail. You know, these are wide, beautiful trails. Anyone that's involved in these structures and has made, like a guy like Jake, you know, from northern Minnesota, or Brandon, or Diesel, or, you know, any of these guys, will tell you. You know, you always see their cross sticks on the trail, always. Not once in a while. Well, sometimes, even in Predator Hill, one of my favorite places, same thing. They have these incredible trails there. That's why I was thinking, like once in a while. See, look here, here's your evidence. Okay? They did all of this. They have their reasons. You're not supposed to be able to figure out everything. Isn't it kind of fun? Let's be honest. Do you want to know everything, or do you want to try to figure it out? Okay? Being a detective is half the fun. If this was all easy, it would have been done a long time ago. Of course it's out of your thinking. Of course they operate on borderline logic. Of course. Are you that brainwashed? That's what I want to know. This is me and 46,000 people talking to you. I am still on their trail. I'm not going to film the whole thing. It's monotonous. Okay, here's their work. Here we go. There's a moose. Right there. Of course the animals use that. I think they love moose. And, because I think I'm pretty sure something out here eats them. They don't seem to eat the parents. They seem to take the babies. And that's smart, isn't it? You eat the parents, guess what happens? No more babies. The only moose kills I've ever found in 5 years have always been little babies. The only moose horns I've ever found where they weren't kills, I just found a horn, babies. I'm pretty sure they take meat at some point or another. I don't think they all do, because we wouldn't have any animals left. But I think I am noticing population change in animals here in high elevations. I've even been asked, Mark, where are all the mule deer? I was like, I can't tell you. Am I a YouTuber? No. Ew, gross. I'm just kidding. Well, some people have made it embarrassing to be a YouTuber, but let me explain that really quick as I walk through here, because you guys have to understand. I think I said this to someone the other day. He was thanking me for all this, and I was like, or telling me that he doesn't mean to be, or he's not going to do YouTube, and I said, listen, maybe it was you, Slayer, and I was like, I don't. Look at that thing feel gold. Look, when it pushed it, look at that. It made a nice X. I don't know if that was an accident. I don't think so. See how it's off the ground? The whole thing is completely off the ground. Look, I'm not kidding. It doesn't start on the ground. It's completely off the ground. Look at this. Sorry, I forgot what I was about to say because something made a noise. Look at that leaner. It's like a trident. Look at that thing. I grabbed it by accident. I love that. Look at that. I'm gonna make them a nice trident one day by hand, but I'm not doing it here because I don't know if these guys. I think they don't mind at all. I really don't. I think it's interesting to them. Why does it look like there's something there that's not there? That was weird. I swear I just saw one of their clouds. Look at this. Oh, the YouTube thing. Look at that. You guys see this? Look closely. It's one of theirs since the day that stick started growing. It's the thing that people don't understand. They don't just take sticks. They have trees they've known since the day they were seedlings, and they make trail markers out of them. You know, that's even regular people and see it. They've been seeing it since the beginning of time, and they make the excuse that Indians used to make trail markers, or Indians this, or Indians that. You have to understand the Indians had a huge rapport with the Sasquatch people, and the Sasquatch taught them everything. Okay? The Indians knew nothing. It's 2020 and most humans can't even tie their own shoes, okay? They knew nothing until they were shown. So am I a YouTuber? Not really. This is, you have to understand, YouTube was an accident. This is the only platform I can use to get this out to you. I don't like it because it gets to other people. I don't care how many subscribers I have. I know if you're stuck under 1,000, like we're trying to get you guys, sub to Diesel in New Jersey, if you care about me. Because Diesel's doing a great job. He's not as vocal as me. He's actually the opposite. I never shut up and he doesn't talk enough. I think he thinks enough though. Like the words are there, he just doesn't want to, he's not a big public speaker. Either am I. I'm not speaking in public right now. I'm speaking on a camera. It's easy. The camera speaking is easy for me. I'm not saying you'll like it, but I can speak as long as you want. Wait. I mean, an X with a rock. So now you know, like all the rocks I was telling you, that it's I don't know why they spread it all the way down. There's one spot that has a bunch of rocks, and then they're spread all the way up here. I filmed this on the way through, so I'm in the right spot. So when I was in a group and I had like 200, 300 people. Maybe it was even less. And they're like, Mark, you gotta stop, because I would just post my cell phone videos and be like, sorry. Be like, you guys, look, there's a structure over there. I'm serious, it's right there on the cell phone. It's like, especially 5 years ago, they were horrible. And they've come a long way in the last year. And I needed a place to put a regular video up so people could actually see, because I was really excited. There's wind coming in all of a sudden. I was really excited about, showing them like better. So I did YouTube, and then before you know it, I had 46,000 subscribers. I didn't mean to do that. It was an accident. So am I a YouTuber? I guess. I don't want to be. That's not what I want you to call me. Although sometimes I tell people, because I don't know how else to say this, so I'm like, yeah, I work for Google. So it's kind of like a cover for me. Because if I'm talking to a regular person, I can come up with something that's within the human realm. And most of the time they don't really ask. I say I work for Google because that's where my paycheck comes from. And, well, one of them. And they're like, oh, that's great, that's awesome. And they never say a word. And other people are like, oh, what do you do? And then I'm like, ugh. I mostly just film. I never lie, even then. I won't lie. Another rock. Another structure. Look at that one. It's like a triple type of thing. Follow it up. Look at it go through that tree. And then it just stops. It's so blatant. Here's a spot right here. See the small leaner? Look at that leaner. Oh, I almost want to take that one. I've been wanting to take one. Just the right leaner. Because I want it in my house. Well, my trailer, because I want... It's part of them. It could be, it could be it could be magicked. I just want to take one of those, and I don't want to be disrespectful. Like this is important. They love these. Look, this is such a perfect one. Oh, that's been in the ground for so long. Look, it's so perfect. It has like this little end to it. You guys, I love this spot. Totally new place. New from what I've shown you today. These clips could be a little backwards. I try to put them in order so you can kind of understand, because I am very concerned with helping other people do this. It means everything to me to see you going out and doing this. I don't think you're copying me. The only time I ever say someone's copying me is when, they're these bad people that betray people and badmouth people, and they learned everything they know from me, and so now that person's copying me. Trident, you guys. Guys, it's all done on a freaking trident. So we know for sure that that big guy was down below. He wasn't sitting up here, he was down below. Someone sits up here. You guys, look at that. Completely open. Rocks. Here's a spot that's, you could never be found. Military helicopters couldn't find you. You know, they go under here. It could be, they sit and touch the top of these trees. One of these days, he's gonna be right here. Pull my gun right at him. Be like, listen, mother. Nice person, leave. You might not want to point your gun at a military black ops chopper. They wouldn't fire. As long as you didn't pull the trigger, you'd be fine. But don't point your gun, because no matter what, you can't beat the system, unfortunately. But just get out of here. You know, that is what ruins all of this. What would you do if a twin diesel black tinted out chopper with all kinds of electronics on it is touching the top of that tree, staring at you, and you're a Bigfoot out here? How happy do you think that would make you when all of this stuff is getting kicked up and the dust and who God knows what they're actually doing? You can't expect these guys to be thrilled with human beings, okay? It's a bad taste in their mouth. If every time you saw a dog, it bit you, eventually you'd hate dogs. Not knowing there's probably a dog out there that would love you and sleep with you and follow you to the end of the earth. And that's kind of how I feel like I am for them. And I try to make that point very clear. Good human. Blatant. Most blatant thing I've ever seen in my life. Look at the upside down aspen tree on top of it. You guys, this is awesome. I don't know how I found this. Look at the trails. It goes right out. Now keep in mind, I am miles away from my truck. I am, not only that, but I have this incredible 60, 70, 80 degree hill. It depends on where you're walking on it. To get up here. Wow. Oh my God. Remember, I only want good timestamps from this video. If that's possible. Because I'm going to be surprised. I'm saying that thinking I might not get any because I feel like I know what's going on here today. Look right here. Why? Because I got a glance. Oh, I just heard him. Watch. I heard the chicken. There's their trail again. Have to walk over it. Look at this, you guys. You see how? That's just not the end of it. Remember, these aren't made to look at. They're made for more than that. There's that bend. Here's the other side, and here's something I almost didn't film. Look at that. So forget about all that, right? I want to follow it to the top and tell me that's like anything that's normal. That'd be normal. That's like the guy that when I said over and out, he's like, Mark, you're not allowed to say over and out anymore. You can't say, that's not how you say it. That's not how military uses the word. I go, what? I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, this is what I'm like, these are the things that I deal with. Like, not anymore, but too much, but I just remember that. There's something stuck in my head. And I was like, are you kidding? I've been saying over and out and roger that way before YouTube. Literally for like 20, 30 years. I've been saying that for. Always. To my friends, to responding on texts, I've always talked military like that. And apparently I don't do it right, but I'm not the military. I'm not even, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be. I just say over and out. It's my catch thing. It's my catchphrase for YouTube. Over and out. Because it's not. That's why it became one. I've always said it. Over and out. Oh, structure. Blatant. Not that. I can't hold it. I was I was locking my eyepiece on my sunglasses and it slipped. Where is it? Right there. You guys can see it. There's structures right there. The one I zoomed in on before was actually a structure. And here I am here. I'm a little lower than that, but it's the same idea. And as soon as you penetrate the forest, right there, all the structures are there, look. All these rocks were placed there with a stick as well. Very recently, within a year or so, it's because here, I'm gonna leave and turn the camera on. As I get back down, look at that teepee structure. I missed it. I was here. I missed it. Look at that. That's so cool. See, as I'm sending, same idea here. As soon as you look in the woods, it begins. They always mark the beginnings. They have to. It's all about, that's all internal. Everything they do is internal. So little, in my opinion, of what they do has anything to do with people. It's like any animal, any other species. I know not many people will understand this spot, but I had to go way out of my way. I got to go way that way to get home. But I wanted to get a good view of this for Tom. So Tom, this one's for you. First of all, I want you to notice the shapes, okay? This is the kind of thing you want to look for when they're involved. Everything plays a factor. Every shape of every mountain, every shape of every stick, it all means something. I'm not saying they shaped it, but that's where they pick. I tell you, when I zoomed over there earlier today, it just seemed real quiet. Just like in here today. I had a quiet day today. I really did, which is totally normal. It usually happens to me like that. I have to be honest with you, it's so weird. Like if I go to the same place again, it's always like that. I have the best day of my life and I go right back. Tom, I'll film it from the truck again if you want. Then nothing happens, ever. It's always like that. I can get the best days of my life. You go, it's what made me think, like, look, we don't do parlor tricks. Stop just constantly. It's never enough, you know? So that's why I always, no matter, I could eat dinner with them and I'm not gonna go back for quite a while. I'm gonna be respectful, just like you would be with like a friend of yours almost. Like you're not gonna, you know, wear out your welcome too much, hopefully. There is some of us that will do that. But, you know, for the most part, most of us know how to play it cool, right? Like, even if you love someone or, you know, you want to hang out with these people, you play it cool. You don't want to annoy them. Tom, you were looking at those bushes, but you're also looking at a different angle. And it looks really quiet over there today. I have a feeling it's because they know I'm here. It's different when you're driving by and just pull it out of the window. But when I've been on foot up here for hours and hours and hours, I haven't seen in the camera anything. That looks kind of blatant. So Tom, I think you're talking about that. Just confirm with me, and I'll try to do a better job at that. Sorry for you guys, because I know that you're not seeing anything, but there's a reason for this. Focal points. Remember, these zooms pay off. Well, the one works really well for me if it's further into the summer. What's that? Looks like a head with eyeballs. Hey, you guys, you see the head with the eyeballs over there? I think I see them over there. I'm just saying that because I got noises to my right. He could just throw me off the cliff because I'm on a cliff. It's right there. They could just be like, whoosh, right at that, right there. It just goes straight down. Maybe like 800 feet. Something like that. It's like 8 story, or no, not 800 feet. How many stories? So no, it's not 8, it's more than 80. Yeah, it's 700-800 feet down. That's crazy. Let's see if we can just get one more little look. It's my lower back. I don't know why it's hurting me today. It's sore from all the walking I did. Uphill. I'm going to the doctors for that soon. I gotta get another MRI. That is incredible. You see this? Look at that. You guys. It's so blatant. It's impossible. First of all, there's nothing on the ground from where that came from. There's no stump. There's no anything, right? And then look. That is 8 feet in the air. 8 feet. I'll bet you if you go to the other end, something's touching it. So what I'm doing is, this is that whole giant hill. I'm on the far side of it now. I walked up and way down in there. I walked all the way up where it's really steep. And now what I'm doing is going down the whole outside. Look at that freaking teepee structure. Dude, where's my teepee? That's a good name for not for a documentary, but for a video. Just for like, instead of putting footprints, structures, Bigfoot world. Just come up with like just random names like that would be good. It's not easy. Look at this. Just because I get to go out here, my job, my hours are more than anybody that has a regular job. I work 80, 90 hours a week. And especially in the summer, I can structure the winters a little bit less stressful. But I mean, you should be surprised in some of those days. Look at this. Am I looking for sympathy? Absolutely not. Don't care. I'm totally used to suffering. Look, if I could complain about it just for like a minute here and there, then I'm happy. Blatant gets. That is freaking awesome. Look, perch right underneath it. It never fails. Let me guess, elk do that too. Hey, check down at the bottom. Look at the bottom. Holy mother. That's all I was gonna say. You guys have terrible minds. I cannot believe you thought I was gonna say the other word. Never happened. What did I just see? Oh yeah, look at that thing. It's a giant. They made a freaking triant. A triant. I'm losing it, you guys. I gotta sleep good tonight. A triant. Look at the triant. It's a trident, and then look at that. You guys, this is cool. It's not quite what I'm looking for yet, what I want to show you guys this year, but this is a great start. This is a great start. I kind of wish, you guys have to understand, I don't try to see them. Only some days. Because it ruins it. I'm telling you, there's no coincidence. I saw them, and not one thing has happened besides the birds being all around me for an hour and a half. Not one noise, not one nothing. Usually doesn't happen. Like I said, though, typically the noises when guys like, Mark, you don't understand, they did wood knocks at me. I'm like, listen, I understand more than you could ever possibly imagine how much I understand. They don't wood knock. They did not wood knock at you. It's all connected here. It all goes from the teepee. Look at all the conduits again from the teepee. Every direction you could possibly imagine. One's just budding, things like that. The noises are to distract you. That's it. They're not communicating with you. Believe me. Now, I have been in many situations where they were, but you have to understand, they are far and few. We're talking about out of thousands of trips. Okay? Thousands of times I've done this. Thousands. And We're talking about like 4 times where I sat there once for 45 minutes with them. Pine cones, copying each other's noises with our, like, you know, making grunting noises, or then we were doing different whistles than we did for 45 minutes. I did that with one. My people know, like, not my people, but like, you know, people that have been watching me for a long time. Ants, okay? There's a huge difference. Look how fluffy. It's all like nice and it's all the topsoil. They deal with the topsoil, not the nutrients. X. Oh, cool. I might throw this video not in order, because there's so much. I filmed, you guys, I have 4 hours of video today. Literally. And some people want me to put the whole 5 hours up, even the uncut, just me planning on not doing a video clips. Like, you know what I mean? Like, where they want everything. And I'll do that. I don't care. I have no humility at all. It's one thing I might be self-conscious about myself, like I just want everyone to like me and stuff, but I'm sure as hell I have no humility. I'm very proud of what I've accomplished. This is a Bigfoot world, guys. Welcome to my Bigfoot world. This Bigfoot world is called the Grid, because of the grid down below. It just became a name. Look at the TP structures and the X's. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at you guys, all of those trees are going uphill. I'm gonna lose my mind. Uphill. Look at the triangle. Got you now, don't I? Yeah, you weren't counting on me being here. I want to get somewhere where he can't thermal me. Or it's going to be harder. If they slow down and look at me, I will literally give them the finger. Oh yeah. You guys, coming from deep in the forest. I know he's coming from exactly where I explained earlier in the video. It's nothing but 75 miles of forest, and he's coming right from it in a Blackhawk. And I filmed them all summer long, hovering in over my Bigfoot worlds. You guys, that was a bad human. I'm talking about the chopper. Trust me, it's bad human for them. Are you kidding me? Look at the size. That's an X, by the way. Look at the size of that. Holy moly. Isn't it funny how certain words became swears? You guys ever think about it like that? Like, I must be mental, because I'm always look at the X's, because I'm always thinking like that. Like, how did the F word become such a bad word? Like, I'm self-conscious. If I say that word, I'm like, oh, sorry. Like, I don't mean, you know what I mean? Like, but it's just a word. I don't know. Like, how did it all start? Okay, so you're gonna say, okay, you're gonna say it, you know, and then so on and so forth, and then these words, it's gonna sound really bad, and you're gonna think it's really bad, and everyone's gonna hate you if you say any of these words. How does that happen? Is that evolution? I mean, how does that happen? Ooh, you said a bad word. It's like I have no idea what I'm talking about. Look at this thing over here.